So my name's Peter Rusenas. I'm 20 years old. I'm Lithuanian, and actually where we're at is a Lithuanian camp in Michigan called Dainava. So I think during World War II, my grandparents were kicked out of Lithuania, and they were forced to move here. And then once the Lithuanians started gathering around Chicago, they actually started moving into Michigan as well, and they tried making a community or a summer camp or some kind of environment where Lithuanians can come together to share their culture, share the language, and keep it going. And so that's actually how it started, and my parents just grew up in the culture of the families having their kids go to this camp. This camp's been here for about, I think 80 years or so. 60. Actually, 60 years. I've been going here for 20 years every summer and every winter on and off. I grew up here. Every single Lithuanian friend that I have, I met through here. And funny stories as well, my parents met here. So, I mean, this camp has been in my family, and hopefully it's going to be in my future family as well.
Like, what's your earliest memory of being here at this camp?
Whoa. I haven't had to think of that question. I've never thought of that question. Okay. So the earliest memory I have of this camp, I would say, would be when I started coming here in elementary school for summer camp. The earliest, I guess, memory that could actually, one of the events that we have here is a sports day. So all the students who are at this camp during the summer, they get split up into teams, and they have counselors who are like their team captains or team leaders. And the day of the sport day, they get split up into team colors, and they have basketball, dodgeball, kickball. It's a day filled with just sporting events. So I guess my earliest memory would be probably when I was maybe in 5th grade. I guess I can vividly remember would be like a 5th grade or something, doing one of the sport games, the day of sports here. So I would be here, my younger brother and I would be here for a week for the junior high camp. Then my older brother, who's in high school, would be in the high school camp, and then we'd all come together and be here for another week and a half. So there are times where I've been here for about 3 or 4 weeks straight. My brother, after the family camp, is a camp called Heritage, which is Lithuanian nationality families who don't speak Lithuanian. And so they come here for another week and a half or so. And then there's another camp after that also for teachers. And so my brother would actually stay for all 4 or 5 camps, and he would be here for about a month and a half. So I was born Catholic, I was raised Catholic. So for a lot of Lithuanians, religion is definitely a huge aspect of their life. Especially this camp is also a Catholic Lithuanian camp. So we hold Mass here, it's just a lot of Lithuanian and God-centered community. I do Lithuanian folk dancing. So I've been dancing, Lithuanian folk dance for the past 15 years. We would meet every Sunday and rehearse for about 2 hours. And then months later, there'd be a huge Lithuanian folk dance festival, a yearly one, and then there's every 4 years. There's one that's usually out in California and Canada, or actually a few years ago there's one in Lithuania, which I got the opportunity to go to. But so I guess that's one thing that I do to embrace the Lithuanian culture, I guess keep it alive, and then as well just speaking it. I had mentioned previously that there's a Lithuanian folk dance festival every 4 years, and a few years ago it was in Lithuania. So I got the opportunity to go with my older brother and my grandma for 3 weeks to Lithuania. The first 2 weeks were us meeting family members, traveling around Lithuania from coast to coast, adventuring and being able to see where my grandma grew up, where she was born, where she was baptized. And the entire trip, the first 2 weeks were, kind of going down memory lane for my grandma. My grandma's 92 years old, so this was, I was kind of able to see a part of history a part of my grandma's past that most people today wouldn't be able to see. So to me, it was truly a blessing. The accordion is definitely a huge Lithuanian instrument. When I was younger and did Lithuanian folk dancing, one of my teachers would actually sit in the middle of all of us or off to the side and play the accordion for us to dance to. From what from what my parents have told me, so Lithuanian was my first language. Going to preschool and kindergarten, I didn't know English at that time, so a lot of the kids, I'm not gonna say I was made fun of, but I was looked at a little differently because I didn't speak English. I wasn't like all the other kids. I was a little bit weirder, probably a little bit more to myself because I didn't understand what a lot of them were saying. But after I grew out of, I guess, the not knowing English part of my life, it's been probably one of the best blessings I've ever been given. I mean, being able to speak another language, communicate with others, and actually being able to keep the traditions and culture alive that my grandparents brought over from Lithuania is truly amazing to me. So one of the main dishes is called kugelis. It's in English it's called potato pie. So it has potatoes, bacon, onion, egg, sour cream. Absolutely delicious. It is so good. And so my dad actually knows a lot of the recipes just for authentic Lithuanian food. And so for most of, if not for all of my life, I've been eating Lithuanian food. I remember, I think in about 6th grade, maybe like 4th grade or so, we had a show and tell at school, and I came in with a bucket of Lithuanian soup, and it's called šaltibarščiai, and so it's cold beet soup, so it's pink, and so everyone would look at it and everyone assumed it was like Pepto-Bismol, and it has like onions, beets, cucumbers, and it's truly delicious, but it looks weird. I'd say the biggest problem for me is trying to maintain the language. And so there's some times where during the week I'll call my grandma up randomly and I'll just sit on the phone with her and just talk in Lithuanian, just so, one, I can grow closer to my grandma, but as well I can maintain the language and keep practicing as many times as I can. The only, I guess, currently the only benefit, I mean, not the only benefit, but one of the benefits I can see is just being able to, I guess when I hear someone else speaking a different language, I don't, I guess, stare at them when they're speaking that language. It's just like you're speaking your own, I guess, not like your own native tongue. And it's not weird or anything. I appreciate it, and I get to, I guess, sit and listen to, I guess, the beauty of another language. I mean, when most people who don't know another language, they hear someone else speaking a language other than English, it's kind of like they stare at them, or it's kind of weird. But for me, I love hearing when other people speak a different language. And for my future, I would love for, I guess, my family and my kids to know Lithuanian as well, and hopefully for them to come here when I'm older and when they're kids, just so I can, I guess, show them the memories in the childhood that I had. So I'll start with, labas, mano vardas Petras Rusenas. So I guess if I want to say in English, hello, my name is Peter Rusenas. I guess a few words I can, teach. The first one would be ačiū, is thank you. So I guess whenever we try teaching people Lithuanian, the easiest word is pretend what do you, when you sneeze, what is the, ačiū kind of thing or whatever. So ačiū is thank you. Prašau is please or you're welcome. Labas is hello, and ate is goodbye. One of the funniest things, or most assumed things about being Lithuanian, they ask, you're Lithuanian, that mean you're Lutheran. And I say, I mean, how do the two relate in any kind of way? So it just shows me that a lot of people don't know about other cultures, or just have preconceived ideas of what other cultures entail. So I guess for me, being Lithuanian definitely gives me a better worldview, knowing that other people don't know about my culture, but the same way I don't know about other people's cultures. But I'm not going to assume that I know something about them that I actually don't. So being more open, being more respectful, and it's just trying to learn about other cultures is definitely a huge thing that I'm trying to do.
Alright. Was it bad?
No, it was awesome.
Alright. Sounds good. That's all we'll need.
Cool.